Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about The Midnight Visitor, written by Robert Arthur. So let's talk a little about Robert Arthur. Robert Arthur was born on 10th of November 1909 in Philippines, where his father was posted as a US military officer. As a young boy, he had the chance to join the military, but he felt that literature and writing was his calling. He was a writer of speculative fiction genre. Now, what's speculative fiction? Basically, speculative fiction is a broad category of fiction with certain elements that do not exist in the real world, like supernatural or futuristic projection or any other imaginary theme. For example, science fiction, fantasy, horror, superhero fiction, alternate history, supernatural fiction, science fantasy, etc. Robert Arthur is well known for his work with the Mysterious Traveller radio series and for writing The Three Investigators, a series of young adult novels. He even wrote many scripts and screenplays for television shows. Arthur was twice honored by the Mystery Writers of America with an Edgar Award for Best Radio Drama. He also wrote scripts for television shows such as for the famous director Alfred Hitchcock's TV show called Alfred Hitchcock Presents. He passed away at the age of 59 on the 2nd of May 1969. Let's have a short introduction to the chapter. Ausable is a secret agent who deals in espionage and is about to receive some very important papers. Max is another secret agent who wants those papers for himself, threatens Ausable with a pistol. How does Ausable get rid of Max? Let's find out. Let's have a talk about the characters of the chapter. Ausable is a secret agent. He is about to receive some top secret papers. Physically, he doesn't look very appealing or attractive, but his presence of mind, his common sense, is that of an uncommon degree. Next we have Max. Max is also a secret agent, but he does not seem to be working along with Ausable. Fowler is a reporter who's supposed to accompany Ausable. He accompanies Ausable in order to get some exclusive news coverage. And Henry is a waiter. Let's talk about the opening of the story. The story opens with Fowler, a reporter, who is probably in need of a good, exclusive and thrilling news story. He is following Ausable, who is a secret agent, down the musty corridor of a gloomy French hotel, where Ausable has a small room on the 6th and top floor. Fowler feels that this is hardly a setting for some thrilling adventure, which is what he had been expecting. Fowler wonders about the physical charisma of all the secret agents he has read or heard about and compares it with that of Ausable, who is fat, heavily accented and almost testudinous. Testudinous means slow and lazy. Secret agents usually don't have an accent. Their speech is polished. But although Ausable has been in Paris for 20 years, he still talks with a very heavy American accent. Fowler is actually disappointed to be spending time with this secret agent who seems to have nothing exciting to offer. Let's talk about Ausable a little. Ausable, being a secret agent, has figured out that Fowler is disappointed in him. He casually throws in that Fowler must have expected to meet a man who is a secret agent who deals in espionage and danger. He must have expected to see mysterious figures, crack of pistols, intoxicating drinks, etc. Instead, he has spent a dull evening in a French music hall with Ausable, where Ausable receives a very simple phone call making an appointment in his room. There is nothing exciting about all that. He further says that although Fowler is disappointed, but he should cheer up, because within a few minutes he would witness the transfer of some very important papers for which people have lost their lives and which have the power to affect the course of history. When Ausable and Fowler enter the former's room, that is, Ausable's room in the hotel, and switch on the lights, the scene makes them jump. Fowler has finally his first authentic thrill of the day. What happens is that halfway across the room, a man is standing with a gun in his hands, which is pointed towards them. Ausable recognizes the man as Max, the other secret agent, the agent who actually is not ready to work alongside Ausable. So, Max does not scare Ausable at all. Ausable doesn't show any fear on seeing him with a gun. Max is a slender and a shrewd-looking man of an average height. He is also a secret agent, which I have already told you before. Ausable asks Max about his purpose for being in the room. Max answers that he wants those reports that Ausable is about to receive. Ausable slumps down on his chair and starts talking grimly about the management's carelessness, as this was the second time in a month when someone had climbed into his room through the balcony outside. Fowler tries to see where the balcony is, but all he sees is a window against which the dark night is pressing. He can't see the balcony. Max, who is visibly surprised at this, says that he hasn't come through the balcony. He has come in using a passkey. Passkey is a master key, some key which is used to open every room in a hotel. People can even forge or get passkeys made at any lockmaker's shop. However, he would have used the balcony had he known there was one. He wouldn't have gone to the trouble of getting a copy of a passkey had he known that there was a balcony which he could access in order to come into Ausable's room. Ausable goes on to mumble that it's not his balcony. It belongs to the next room. The room in which Ausable lives used to be a part of a bigger unit. The next room used to be the living room, which has the entry to the balcony. This balcony still extends under his window. Anyone can access the balcony from an empty room 2 doors down. The management had promised to block it, but they haven't. Here is a very rough layout of the balcony according to Ausable. So you can see that here we have Ausable's room, the entrance to his room, and the window. We can see that the next room has the entrance to the balcony. You can see the balcony which extends up to Ausable's room, and the balcony can also be accessed from an empty room 2 doors down. However, all this is just according to Ausable. Ausable says all these things. We still don't know whether this is right or not. Meanwhile, Max waves his gun and commands Fowler to sit because it's still some time before the papers arrive. Suddenly, a knock on the door startles Max. Ausable smiles. He is not perturbed at all and calmly says that it's the police whom he had asked to come because he believed that these papers certainly would attract some unwanted attention. Danger would accompany the arrival of the papers, and the papers would require some extra protection, and hence the police. The tables are suddenly turned on Max. Ausable asks Max what he would do now, since the door is unlocked and the police would enter if Ausable doesn't answer the door. Max waves his gun at Ausable threateningly and tells him to send away the police while he would wait outside on the balcony. The knock is repeated. Max jumps out of the window expecting to find a balcony. But as he drops, he screams once, shrilly. There's a scream. The door opens and Henry, the waiter, comes in with a tray, carrying 2 glasses and a bottle. He says that he has brought the wine Ausable had ordered upon entering the hotel. Henry places the tray on the table, deftly uncorks the bottle and leaves. Fowler is shocked and asks Ausable where the police is. He simply asks Ausable, "You said police would be coming, where's the police?" Ausable replies that there never was a police team. It was Henry he was expecting. He just made it up in front of Max. And when a scared Fowler starts asking about the man who still might be hiding on the balcony, Ausable calmly replies that Max isn't going to return because again, there never was a balcony. He might have fallen straight down the 6 floors of the hotel. God knows what his fate is. So that's the end of the chapter. Let's talk about the theme. The ultimate message of this story is that one must retain one's composure in every situation. Wisdom, having a level head, and mental alertness can save us from any adversity. We can always turn the tables on anybody if we are mentally alert. As soon as Ausable sees Max, he weaves an imaginary tale of a balcony and later indirectly forces Max to resign to the non-existent balcony. Max falls and little is left for speculation about his fate. We do know indirectly what might have happened to him. Ausable uses his presence of mind and turns an unfavorable situation into his favor. Yes, appearances are deceptive. One should not judge a person merely by his appearance. Ausable looks fat, unattractive, boring, and lazy, but he outwits Max and saves the day for all. That's the end of our presentation. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, then do ask in the comment section. Meanwhile, we will keep uploading more such videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.